Hello friends, my name is Rakesh. I am from Department of Mechanical Engineering, Delhi Technical Campus. I welcome to you all for this lecture. The topic is break-even analysis. So this topic is very important in industrial engineering for academic as well as for industrial application. So what is break-even analysis and why we need this topic to study this? So first, before understanding break-even analysis, I will be discussing what is break-even. So break-even, suppose I am a aspiring entrepreneur. I am looking for establishing a plant. So as an entrepreneur, my main objective is to earn profit. So for that I have to produce a product and sell it. So for the production I need some input. As an organization, what are types of inputs that I require? These are men, machine, material and methods. These are 4 M's that I require. So, and one place, that is plant location. Plant location, to establish my plant, that means land. So all these inputs will incur some sort of costs. So these costs can be divided into 2 parts. First one is fixed cost. Second is variable cost. Okay, I will explain what is fixed cost and what is variable. Fixed cost, it is independent of number of quantities of product that I am going to produce, independent of volume of products. And variable cost, it is dependent on the how number of products I am going to produce or my industry organization is going to produce. So these 2 types of product costs will cover all these inputs. So in fixed cost, for example, if I am establishing industry, I must have some initial money, finance, that I will borrow from outside, or even if I have my own money, that will give me interest per month, per year. So that interest will remain fixed for a particular time period. So that cost is fixed cost. Similarly, the rent for the land, or one more example is some personals that I need in my plant, like security personals. Those all are fixed costs. So what is variable cost? Variable cost, I need machine for the manufacturing of my product, material, I need men. These costs come under variable costs. So why variable? Because if I want to produce 10 products, I need material for 10. I need a machine that can produce 10 components. I need 1 or 2 operators that can produce 10 components. If I want to produce more products, I have to invest more on material, more on machine, more on men. So variable cost will also vary. It is represented by F and this one is represented by V, and it is per unit. So let's understand break even with the help of diagram. On x-axis, volume of products, that is Q, quantity of products I can say, on y-axis cost or revenue generated. Now we will come to the important concept. I am selling product with some initial cost, that is a sum of fixed cost and variable cost. So on this selling of products, I will get some revenue. So my revenue should be at least equal to the cost incurred for making those products. In that case, I will be having no profit, no loss scenario. So that point is called as break-even point. So let's understand with the help of diagram. This line will represent fixed cost. Why? Because with irrespective of the products that I produce, fixed cost will remain constant. Now next cost is variable cost. So if I am producing 0 components, 0 cost. So if I am producing some components, it will keep on increasing like this. So this line will represent variable cost. Now total cost will become the addition of variable and fixed cost. So this line will represent the total cost. Now we will come to revenue generation. At 0 product, no revenues. As I am increasing the quantity of product selling, my revenue will increase proportionally. So here this line represents total revenue. We can see this total cost and total revenue line intersects with each other at a point here. Now if we observe this point, before this point means before this particular quantity of products that I am selling, the revenue line is below cost line, total cost line, and after this point total revenue line is above total cost. So here the difference is negative, here difference is positive. So here I am incurring loss, here I am getting profits and profit is being filled in my accounts. So for any industry or being an entrepreneur, my main aim is I should at least produce QBEP so that no losses will incur. After that, depending upon the profit that I want to generate, I will increase the number of quantities of products that to be sold in the market. So this is the concept of break even. Now what is break even analysis? Break even analysis, the calculation of break even point from the data available of cost, variable cost, fixed cost and revenue generation depend based on the selling price. So depending on all these data, I will calculate what is BEP. So that is the break even analysis. So why we need break even analysis? Break even analysis is required for any company for initial estimation how much that industry is going to produce, so that industry will be at least not incurring any losses. So that is the what and why we need break even analysis. Let's discuss some terms that are used in break even analysis. Assuming S is selling price per unit V is variable, or sometimes it is also called as marginal cost per unit, and Q is quantity of products sold, or we can simply say it is sales, and F is fixed cost. These are my variables. So, what is profit? Profit means difference between total revenue and total cost. What is total revenue? I am selling Q quantities at a selling price of S. So Q multiplied by S minus what is total cost? Total cost is fixed cost plus variable cost. Fixed cost that incurred is F plus variable cost. V is per unit and Q is the quantity, so it becomes Q into V. So it turns out to be Q S minus V minus F. This is profit. This is the formula for profit. Now, in break-even point, at that point, profit becomes 0 and Q becomes QBEP, break-even point quantity, how much number of product that I have to sell to achieve the break-even point. So let's solve this equation by putting P is 0. Here P is 0, Q BEP S minus V minus F. Q BEP is equal to F divided by S minus V. So this is the formula for calculation of break-even point. So using this formula I can calculate the break-even point, and if an industry want to achieve a particular profit, then we can derive a formula for that particular quantity of products that I have to sell. Suppose we are desiring PD as a desired profit. So what will be the quantity? So Q will become, from this solving this equation, we will get P plus F divided by S minus V. This is the quantity of products to be sold to achieve a profit P D, desired profit. This is the formula. One or two terms more I have to discuss. Next is, what is profit volume ratio? Profit volume ratio, which is denoted by P by V. Profit volume ratio. This is given by S minus V divided by S. Means the difference of selling price and variable cost divided by S multiplied by 100. This is the P by V ratio, means how much variable cost is taking out of selling price. That difference divided by selling price gives us profit volume ratio. Sometimes this is desired by company. Why? Because higher the S minus V, higher will be the P by V ratio. So here company wants any particular organization, their aim is to increase P by V ratio. How can be increased? It can be increased by increasing the value of S, simultaneously decreasing the value of V. Next term, sometimes during some festive season or any other reason, company has to give some discounts. So what will be the effect of that discount on break-even analysis? So discount means selling price will decrease. Selling price will decrease. If selling price is decreasing, here denominator will decrease. I have to produce more quantity to achieve the break-even point. So I guess topic is clear till now. All the concepts, what is break-even analysis, what is break-even point, how to calculate break-even point, and quantity that we have to achieve quantity that we have to sell to achieve a profit of PD. Now we will solve a numerical based on this. The numerical is a particular ABC company is selling single product. The cost data is as follows. Cost data is as follows. Fixed cost. Fixed cost per annum is 16,000 rupees. 16,000. Selling price is 40 rupees per unit. Marginal cost, that is variable cost, is rupees 24 per unit. What we have to determine first is P by V ratio. Second question is determine break-even sales both in quantities and revenue. Third one is quantity of products for 2,000 rupees of profit. Fourth question is profit earned at sales of 60,000 rupees. And fifth last is a discount of 10% is given on New Year's Eve. Discount of 10% on New Year. Find new break-even sales. These are the given data, and this is what is asked. This question was given in recent concluded exam of Mechanical and Automation Engineering 5th semester in subject Management of Manufacturing System, GG, SIP University. So we will solve this numerical. All the concept will be cleared by this. So first is we have to determine P by V ratio. So P by V ratio is given by S minus V divided by S into 100. So what is S? S is 40 minus V is 24 divided by S is 40 multiplied by 100, that is 16 divided by 40 into 100, which will turn out to be 40%. So P by V ratio becomes 40%. So first is answer. Second, determine sales both in quantities as well as revenue. Means we have to determine Q and that then multiply it by selling price. So formula for QBEP is F divided by S minus V. What is F? F is 16,000 divided by 40 minus 24, which will be 16,000 divided by 16, and it will turns out to be 1,000 units. These are the minimum units that we have to sell so that no loss will incur. Also there is no profit. So now we will calculate break-even sales. Sales means QBEP multiplied by S selling price. How much? 1,000 multiplied by 40, it is 40,000 rupees. This is the break-even sales. This one is break-even quantity units. Next is quantity of products for rupees 2,000 profit. Now we have to use second formula. So third answer will be Q profit plus F divided by S minus V. What is profit? Profit that I need is 2,000 plus F is 16,000 divided by 40 minus 24, it will be 18,000 divided by 16. So 16 we have already 2,000 and it will turns out to be 1124 units. Yes, 1125 minutes. 1125 minutes. Answer is we got answer in this. Next is profit earned at sales of rupees 60,000. This one is fourth. Now sales is 60,000. What is the profit? We already know. Profit is total sales, total revenue minus total cost. What is total sales? 60,000 minus total cost is fixed cost plus variable cost. Variable cost. What will be variable cost? Variable cost is total variable cost multiplied by Q quantity sold. So at 60,000 how many quantities will be sold? We can calculate directly. 60,000 divided by selling price, that is 40. 60,000 revenue is generated by 40 rupees per unit. So this much quantities I need. So by solving this, 60,000 minus F is 16,000 plus V is 24, 40, 60,000. So by solving this, we will get 0, 6, 36, 36,000 plus 16 is turns out to be 52. So 60,000 minus 52,000, it will be rupees 8,000. So if I sell total sales minus 60,000, I will achieve a profit of rupees 8,000. Now come to last, a discount of 10%. A discount of 10% on New Year Eve. Find new break-even sales. Discount is given. Discount given means selling price of the per unit will reduce by 10%. So what will be the new selling price? Fifth one. What will be the new selling price? 40 minus 10% of 40, that will become 36. So new break-even sales, S dash new break-even sales will be F divided by S dash minus V. F is 16,000 divided by S dash is 36 minus 24, that is 16,000 divided by 12. This will turn out to be 3.33, means 34 number of units. These many units we have to sell to achieve break even after discount of 10% is given. So we can see after discounting, number of units required to achieve break even has been increased. Why? Because selling price is reduced. Earlier it was 1000 units with a selling price of 40. With selling price of 36, number of units is 1334. So this is the numerical. All the answers has been achieved. I hope new break-even sales, break-even analysis is cleared by this explanation. Thank you for being in this lecture.